Ever pondered why men and women, the two halves of humanity, often seem worlds apart in their thoughts, behaviors, and emotional responses? Today, we dive deep into the fascinating realm of psychology to explore the psychological differences between men and women. Firstly, let's delve into the psychology of men as perceived by women. Men, traditionally viewed as the stronger sex, are often expected to be resilient and stoic. This expectation, deeply ingrained in societal norms, can influence a man's psychological framework. Men are more likely to suppress their emotions, a trait often associated with strength and masculinity. This emotional stoicism, however, can sometimes lead to a lack of expressive communication, causing misunderstandings and misinterpretations, especially in relationships. Men are also typically more competitive, driven by the inherent need to succeed and prove their worth. This competitiveness often extends beyond physical endeavors, infiltrating their work life, personal relationships, and even their interactions with themselves. It's a constant game of one-upmanship, where the opponent is often their own past achievements. Now, let's pivot to the psychology of women, as perceived by men. Women are often seen as the more emotionally expressive and empathetic gender. They tend to value connections and relationships, investing significant emotional energy into nurturing these bonds. This emotional openness, however, can sometimes be perceived as emotional volatility, especially when contrasted with the more stoic male demeanor. Women are generally more intuitive and are skilled at picking up nonverbal cues. This ability allows them to navigate social situations effectively and empathize with others' emotional states. However, this heightened sensitivity can sometimes lead to overthinking and anxiety as they process and internalize their observations. Comparing the two, it's clear that both men and women have unique psychological traits, shaped by both biological factors and societal expectations. Men are generally more competitive and reserved, while women are more empathetic and expressive. These differences, however, are not rigid and vary greatly among individuals. It's essential to remember that everyone is unique, and their psychological traits are influenced by a multitude of factors, not just their gender. To summarize, men and women are psychologically different in several ways. Men, perceived by women, are often more competitive and emotionally reserved, while women, as perceived by men, are more empathetic and emotionally expressive. However, these differences are not absolute, and there's a vast spectrum of psychological traits exhibited by both genders. In the end, understanding these differences can help us navigate our relationships better and foster greater empathy and understanding among us all. After all, we are not just men or women. We are human beings, each with our unique psychological landscape that deserves respect and understanding.